Alright guys, I have no idea what's going on. I've got like currently about two different streams running. Have no idea what the hell is going on. I don't even know if they're live. It says unlisted. Let me list this public. Let's see what it does. And you can probably see how messed up everything is. Anyway, let's go back into this. Let's see what happens. Alright. Okay, sorry about all the disturbance. I'll edit and do all sorts of other stuff later. Now, let's go back into the show because this is a power show. We need to see this for exactly what this is. Of course, the market is going all nuts. Market is doing crazy stuff. We need to double check everything, right? So, a few days ago, I mentioned something. I said, look, if you look at the patterns of how the market works, you'll see the market go up and down, up and down, up and down, and do whatnot, and this and that, right? We talked about this. This is all happening right now. Now, of course, there's been a big debate about dominance and XYZ and all sorts. And I've said to everybody, I said, guys, I was not expecting the dominance to do what it did a few days ago. So let's go straight into the content and have a look at this. I don't think I need to do the introduction again. I'll do it again anyway, right, guys? So this is my name is Sham. I do crypto analysis and I give you forecasts on what's going on. We also do some calls as well, and mostly I'm here for the community. So when the community wants to know about something, I'm the man you come and ask, basically. You know, if I'll give you my opinion. You know, do you know what I mean? That's what I'll do. Whether the project legit or not, what what the potential is, those kind of stuff. So this is what I'll do basically. So other than that, cut the story short. Let's get into the content. It's boring stuff anyway. And you got my disclaimers there anyway. So I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say or do here is for entertainment purposes and education purposes. Right, let's go into this. So total market cap, one of the facts that we want to look at is that total market cap, this is a weekly higher high currently. So we haven't closed the week, obviously we're going to close it on Sunday, but this is already a higher high based on the body. So if this candle was to close here, this is already history. This is already history being made right now. So far so good. Also, you can see that we're not that far from where we need to go to. So the percentage, when you look at the percentage, right, it's just so small. It's minuscule, right? When you look at this, have a look at this. So we've only got to go approximately another 2.4%. We can do that in a day. We can do that in a day. Bubble, also my brother, I see you on the chat. Thank you very much. So we can do that in a day and get that the previous all-time high for the market cap. Easy peasy. So that's good. The next one I want to look at is BTC. Now let's move into BTC. Now we'll focus on the daily for now, and then we'll move into the weekly, and you can see how we got rejected exactly on the top of the line. Right, so this was a zone. You can see these were the rejection points, these were the resistance points, and we just shot right through. We just didn't give a damn, just shot right through. So is it good? No, it's not. I'll be honest with you, right? If you look at the daily, our stochastic RSI and all sorts. Actually, let me activate a stochastic RSI for you because it's gonna. This one is sci-fi, just slightly harder. RSI. Right, I'll show you. This is not good, right? What it just did there, right? Because we peaked up. You can see, look, we peaked up to the max level. Of course, we came down. We did another reversal. This is going to be shaky. So we could come back here again. Absolutely fine. And we could push over the 65, go to even 70k. Absolutely fine. But if you look at this level here, this is hitting that max. It's coming into that max level, right? So you've got to be very cautious because any second now the market could flip. But again, it might not. Let's see what it does, right? But weekly looking good. Look, weekly overall looking very good. So when you look at the longer time, it looks awesome. In fact, if you look at the monthly, look how beautiful it looks on the monthly. It looks absolutely phenomenal on the monthly. This is telling us there's massive moves coming. Okay, because if this completes the monthly and this particular thing goes all the way up to the previous, that's in itself is a 276% increase. Do you know what I mean? So it's just powerful seeing this kind of stuff. You know, very exciting. And these are massive moves that are coming, and a lot of people are not going to be prepared for it. A lot of people are not going to be prepared for it. Sad, but that's the reality. So that's what we try and do. We try and say, okay, fine, we've had all of this stuff, we're having all of this issue coming in right now. What do we have to do? What do I want you guys to do, or what would I do? So this particular thing that I say here where it says bull market continues, I'm going to get rid of this live on the video because I don't need this anymore. And in fact, a few more of these I'll get rid of as well. We don't need all of these dates anymore, these options expiry dates anymore, because these are back in the history. We don't need them anymore. I think I've talked about them enough already. Maybe in the future we'll bring them back again, but right now we do not need them at all. So I'm going to get rid of all of them, only keep a few of them and then get rid of them. So it's less noise on the chart, basically. That's the idea here, just pure less noise on the chart. So we have come and tested this top. Awesome, everything looks absolutely fantastic. You can see on the weekly we're still sitting at a very low level. However, I did post something earlier on that I noticed, which was insane to see. This body is actually a monthly high. We've just had ourselves a monthly higher high, right? A lot of people don't even realize this is a monthly high. And we haven't even closed the month. We've still got a few more days left. You can see here we have 16 days remaining to close this candle, and we've already got a monthly high. Again, guys, these are powerful signals a lot of people don't understand. Market's going to shift like insane, like, you know, it's going to do some crazy moves, and a lot of people are going to get caught out, especially caught out in the fact that they're not going to be able to take their profits out as soon as they need to, right? A lot of people are not going to be able to lock out, because now this is building up to that FOMO, right? You know, fear of missing out. It's gonna get crazy, trust me. It's gonna get absolutely crazy right now, so be ready. There's a storm coming, and I've talked about it already, so let's see how that goes. And also, let me double check if the chat is still working, because I don't know why I got disconnected twice. I got disconnected twice on the stream. The third one seems to have worked, but yeah, it was crazy. So I have no idea what's going on, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button, so the YouTube knows that we're trying to do something good here, and YouTube doesn't disconnect us every 2 minutes, right? Because that's what's been happening. They just don't like us YouTube guys talking about crypto. They hate us because we're making money for everybody, and they don't want us to make money for everybody. So that's what's going on right now. Working, yes, bro, definitely. It's working on your side, but on my side sometimes the chat doesn't work. That's what I'm saying, because I still get to see a bug or something. I don't know what it is, but I still get to see some sort of nonsense, basically. For example, I don't know if you noticed this. Bubble says strong. Of course, you don't know. I don't know if you noticed this. I didn't have my cursor. Now I have my cursor. So yeah, now I've got my cursor. You see what I mean? So sometimes I don't know why it bugs out. Maybe it's the type of laptop or whatever, but doesn't matter anyway. Let's carry on with this, right? So we've got this powerful data. Everything seems awesome. We're looking at the Bitcoin dominance. What I mentioned, that, you know, my expectation was high. My expectation for the dominance has always been, let me get this back here. So my expectation for the dominance was very simple, that we go up, BTC goes to 100k, 150k, settles, the dominance drops, all the alts catch up, and we make a shit ton of money. We make, you know, thousands of percents, right? That's what my expectation was, right? Until like a few days ago when it dropped, and I said it on the video, I said that wasn't what I was expecting. You know, of course it's come down. Does it impact anything? No, but you can see BTC came back with vengeance, and I think it just proved to a few people that, guys, I'm still the king. I'm still going to lead you. Be patient with me. Let me do my thing, and I'll carry you up. That's what BTC is trying to say here. That's the statement BTC is giving here. Let me move the market, you guys follow along. That's what BTC is giving. So super awesome to see. This is more of what I'm expecting. It depends on which one you got. There is one I have that is absolutely great, but I'm not using that one anymore. I'm using the newer one. But you know what, doesn't matter. There is another one that's going to be announced at the end of this month, Bubble. I think I'll probably look at that and see what's going on, or probably they're going to have an update or something. Let's see. It doesn't matter. Listen, as long as it serves the purpose, who cares, right? Who cares? But yeah, this is more of what I'm expecting on BTC, and I expect it to go up a little bit more. So I'm quite happy. My expectations here are meeting, and I was the only guy, I believe, on the whole crypto sphere who is saying that I want the dominance to go up. I don't want the dominance to go down, because I see a bigger picture. You know, I don't see that small narrow-mindedness where, oh, I want my coin to pump. It's not pumping, it's dumping. No, I want the market to be carried. I want everybody to benefit. That's why I said Bitcoin dominance going up is a very powerful tool. We need that. A lot of people don't understand this. That's why, you know, they probably lost money. And I know some guys even sold their Bitcoin to go into other stuff, and they're bleeding on those alts now, whereas in Bitcoin is pumping, right? So we always hold a very significant amount in BTC. Now, let's move over to Ethereum. So what I'll do, actually, I'm just going to use this one chart for everything. Let's just use Ethereum. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, what you see here is, of course, it had a lovely little run up, broke the neckline. Everything is awesome. It's come back down now. Now, a lot of people might get panicked or worried about this. I wouldn't, right? So this is what I'll be looking at. I'll be saying, well, I broke my neckline, which is awesome. You can see this whole neckline, it broke that. It's just sitting here right now. It pumped up to wherever it needed to. Absolutely fine. Right now, it's just finding itself a little local support. We always need to create supports. We can't just go parabolic because we don't know where we're going to stop. We need to find some sort of a support. So that's what it's done. There is no resistance here. The only resistance we have is around here. So if you look carefully, right, the only resistance we actually have is approximately here, right? Here, which you can say the Fibonacci 127 level. Other than that, there's actually no resistance here. So it's all great. We need to create a support. We need to create a base before we shoot up again. Absolutely fine. And I think as soon as BTC stops a little bit, it's going to definitely make that move. So expect a new all-time high on Ethereum very soon. I think Ethereum will do an all-time high very, very soon. BTC maybe do it in the next couple of days, but Ethereum will follow along, and it's going to be a power move. So that's definitely coming. Let's have a look at BNB. BNB, look, it done its thing. It's finding its little base right now, a new support zone for it to continue from, which is awesome. You know, these are shorter time frame. You can see if you look on the shorter time frame, that's where the data can be seen. That look, it's trying to find itself a nice little support zone, and here you can see how it's found support approximately around here, and it's holding that support. Right, which is fine, because what it's going to do is going to go up a little bit, do this, and then bounce up again. So we need these waves. You know, we can't just continue going up one way. We need to find support somewhere. That's what it's doing. Awesome to see. Let's move into DOT. DOT doing the same thing. You can see DOT broke out of the channel but didn't really create any support, so it fell down, and now it's finding itself a nice little base zone, right? So an area where it can actually go and move from. So this is an area where it can now start doing its next wave up. Next wave up takes it to the previous high, and then probably the future prices that I've already got mapped out here, so I can just show you. You can see these are future step prices, right? So I've got prices all the way up to $80 for DOT right now, and then of course it might go up a little bit more. Moving to Solana. Solana doing exactly as we projected, exactly as we drew this. I think we drew this like what, 7-8 days ago, 9 days ago. We said, look, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to do this. Came back here, and look where it got rejected, exactly on that line. So Solana breakout is going to be a powerful breakout, I think. But the way I'm looking at it, whatever I'm seeing, I think there's going to be a power move. And the power move, we've already talked about it, takes us to the $244 level. So Solana's going to do a massive power move, 244, and then may settle down for a little bit. And then let's see where it goes from there. So guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, guys. It does help the channel. That's all I'm asking for. Smash that like button, share with one another, and it's really awesome. This particular stream, I had to do it 3 times because YouTube kept on disconnecting me. This one seems to be still active. I'm not sure why. The other 2 was disconnected. So you see what I mean? 3 times in a row, guys. And I need you guys to smash that like button to tell YouTube that, look, we need more of these kind of streams. So let's continue with what we got. Right, so Solana. So I've got a feeling Solana is going to do a massive power move. Obviously, we're going to wait for this. When it does, it's going to break this previous neckline. You can see the previous high, previous neckline. Boom, straight to 240. That's coming. Now, other thing I want to do is at the end of this video, I want to kind of talk about these power moves again, right? The waves we were talking about 2-3 days ago, the waves. I want to talk about those waves again because it's very, very important you understand how these waves work. And we're going to do a sample we'll look at the coin market cap and double check it from there. Cardano holding support. You can see this upward trend line is holding this. It's getting ready to bounce. Struggling a little bit. I think, you know, it's just, it needs the momentum in the market, just needs to kind of stop in BTC for it to do this. But we need BTC to go on a higher level and then stop, guys, because that's what's going to give us the bigger power moves. Okay, we can see how Shiba Inu took a little bit of a dump, came back into the zone. So this is the support zone that we created here. You can see it re-entered the support zone, held support, and it's in this zone right now. Now there's two scenarios in this particular zone, right? And I think I need to make this clear for everybody so you do understand that there's not actually, you know, nothing to worry about too much. So for example, if we break below this, of course we've got another support line here, which is another previous pattern. But then what we see here is a very powerful move forming. I looked at this and I was quite happy about this, because this is the exact same move we saw down here. When we were down here somewhere, when we were, hold on, let me just check this. So you can see here, we were down here. We were looking at these kind of moves where we were going in an angle. And I said it's going to break out any second. And then it just kind of messed around a little bit. And then you can see how powerful these moves were, right? Every time it did that, you can see how powerful these moves were. And that's what's forming here. And you can only see it on a very shorter, smaller time frame, because obviously it's not been around that long and the charts are not the best, right? So it's kind of volatile, but that's what I'm seeing. You know, hasn't really gone completely to shit yet, you know, because it has to invalidate itself. It hasn't really invalidated. It's holding that support. So I'm still super bullish on this. Of course, it's bleeding a little bit, but again, attention moving elsewhere. Let's move over to eGold. eGold kind of playing the same pattern we talked about. If I move it onto the daily, you will see more of it. It's definitely playing inside the channel. And when it does break out, I did see something crazy. So I think Bubble's going to like this one even more. Did I have it here? No, I didn't actually. Check this out. I do have it here, Bubble. I want to show you because I did do some work on this yesterday. Here you go, my brother. I did some work yesterday on the eGold channel, and what I saw was awesome prices. Check this out. So you won't understand this chart. I'm not going to try and explain it, but I'll show you what I see. I see a $480 eGold. Right, a $480 eGold, provided we stay within this channel, provided the market continues. We see a $480 eGold. I hope this kind of helps you to understand what could be expected, right? And we are going to get to that situation where we're going to talk about how the market's going to be pumping and dumping on a continuous basis to catch people out. So that's eGold. KCS doing awesome, creating higher highs. Broke, you know, it hasn't broken that specific neckline, but it's coming there, doing a higher high. Awesome to see, climbing up. We're still in profit, so everyone's happy with this one. Now, the only one I think everybody's been a slightly bit disappointed and confused. I'm thinking confused, disappointed and confused, and I'm thinking, seriously, guys, you got to really understand the market for what it is. This is a product that is what, 12th of September, right? 12th of September, technically 1 month old, right? 1 month old. It's done its pump, it stopped, it had its dump, great. It had another run up, failed rally, came back down again, holding support on an upward trend line. And people are already asking me, a 1 month old project, people are already asking me what the future might be, or what the price is, and what the target is. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, who have I been talking to on my videos all this time? To a brick wall? I mean, I do understand in reality I am talking to myself because I can't really speak to you. I can only read your chats. But this is new, guys. This is new. This might pump in a month. This might pump in a year. This might even pump in the next 5 years. So why are people asking me such questions about what the potential for this is? All I know is this has 4 or 5 different games, has launched 2 games already, in beta, but has launched 2 games already, and it's an in-game currency. On top of that, you can actually use it cross game, and it's NFT. Your assets are yours. So you got to give them a chance. But as I say, only invest what you can afford to lose, you know, and that's it. But I don't want a bag of questions at the end of something that I'm buying. And I'm only mentioning what I buy. I don't give you other shit coins. So, you know, There's another person who was like, okay, you were going to sell at 20 and now your expectations at 50. Yeah, and I'll show you why. Because some of the coins are going insane. Some of the coins are going insane. So actually, let's move into this content right now. I don't need to do anything else. Everything else is pumping. But let me just show you a quick one, right? So let's just do this one. This is what happened. This is a coin that launched, and during the launch I did get some. So this coin launched, dumped to the floor, and then in one day, so this is 1 day dump. When it launched, institutions dumped on the public. All these people here are holding bags, trying to buy from each other, sell from each other, creating some volumes. Great. It's sitting here at 29 cents. 29 cents. And then it says, in 1 day, out of the blue, catches you out, does a 600% pump. Actually, it was a 700% pump, if I'm correct. Yeah, it was almost 800. My God. Okay, so it was almost 800% pump in one single day. That's what the institutions are going to do with you. The institutions are going to basically dump on you in a single day, pump on you in a single day, and you wouldn't have any idea what to do. You would have no idea what to do. You wouldn't know whether to exit here or whether they're going to pump it even higher or whether they're going to bring it back down to the ground. You would have no idea. Right? That's what's going to happen. Right? So some of these, this is why last few days to a few months, I have to say few months, guys. I've been telling everybody, start taking your profits. I've been telling you on my videos how I have been taking my profits on the way up. How I have been taking my altcoins off one by one, except the ones that I want to keep, like for the run. So during the run, I'm setting up sell orders. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally setting up sell orders and saying, okay, if I bought this coin here and I'm doing some maths and I'm like, okay, this coin was here, the potential for this coin maybe to come back to this level or whatever, or even say, for example, I bought a coin down here and I'm like, okay, we did pump up here, we had this here, we did this little level. What's the expectation? So for example, I'm doing this and I'm saying, okay, the expectation for me is around this level here. This level here is the expectation where I'm going to be safe because I bought it down here. I can actually make this much money. Based on this, I'm not selling 100%, but I'm selling enough to get my initial out. Because last thing I want is whales to dump on me like that. Does that make any sense to you? Because this is what's going to happen. There's a group of people out there who collaborate and who actually go around doing these pumps and dumps. They signal each other, they buy down here, they create all of this euphoria, everyone jumps in, and when they've had enough from you, they're going to dump on you. You're going to be hating the coin, you're going to be hating the whole industry, but industry was not at fault, it was you, because you didn't realize this has left you. If you haven't bought it already, this has already left you. This is one of the reasons why we say, whenever you want to invest into something, buy at the bottom. Buy when it's bloody. That's when you invest into something, right? So there's a few coins like this even on CoinMarketCap and a few other places. I think I can't see it here. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah. So you can see a few coins here. I mean, today there's no few, there's only one. So they did it on one today. Yesterday there was another one. They did 2,800%. 2,800%. So how many of you thought of this coin? Thought, oh, this is going to pump, this is going to do. How many of you thought, I mean, we did talk about Matic, and Matic did exactly what we talked about. So we had a conversation about Matic the other day. Let's bring Matic in here. And I did say Matic looks like it's solid. It's going to do a nice little breakout. And you can see how Matic did do a breakout. Put it on a daily. Boom. Right? It was going to break out of this line. Boom. It did that. So now it's going to find itself a nice little support and see where we go. YamV, is crypto haram? Do you own land? Is your property haram? That's what I'm going to ask you. Do you own a land? If you own land then your land should be haram if crypto is haram, because crypto is your property as well. So that's all I'm gonna say, bro. No offense to anybody, but you're asking a normal person a question which has got to do with religious people, like scholars and this and that, and even they will beg to differ with each other. They won't agree because it's such a confusing subject. So for me to simplify it, I've said it's property, because it's like I go to a shop and I buy, there's a batch of 100 million mobile phones. I bought a mobile phone and I'm holding onto that mobile phone. Of course, in time, the mobile phone could be valued less or valued more. If I sell it for more, does it make it haram? If I sell it for less, does it make it haram? It's my property. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I say crypto, fixed supply, any fixed supply crypto, that's what I like. And I'm not a religious guy, but any type of a fixed supply for me is property. It's my property. It's my crypto, my coin. I own that. Maybe it's not physical, it's a digital code, but I own that piece of code and there's no two alike it. So I don't know. You tell me, Yanvi. What do you think about my view? Because it's a common question I get, and I'm like, if you have these kind of doubts, should you be asking a YouTuber, or should you be asking your imam or something like this? And even then, don't ask one, go and ask five, and you'd find 5 different opinions. So ultimately it comes back, how do you perceive it? What's your opinion? What's your intention? Like gambling is haram. Trading, leverage trading would be definitely haram. But when it comes to you buying and hodling on a spot trading, buying and selling, well, it's the same as a piece of land. Do you know what I mean? So, hope that makes sense. I mean, technically, a lot of people live in houses, right? People live in houses, they bought their own house and they're paying mortgages. Technically, the house you live in is haram because you're paying a mortgage. You're not supposed to pay interest. So unless you could live for mortgage free, every penny you pay in mortgage interest is haram. Now some people are like, oh, we have Islamic Sharia law and this and that. Yeah, we have these Islamic ones, they don't charge you interest. Yeah, but when they gave you the mortgage, it was money printed from thin air. They didn't give you the money, they printed the money. That's money leverage against you. So guys, please. But when you understand money, how it works, how it's printed and all of those, it gets different. So for me, if it's physical, if it's money, if it's property that I own, it's mine, that code belongs to me, then I see it in a complete different light. It's my property. It's my property. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to say, guys. So what you'll find, and I'll do it here as an example, right? So this would be a good example. Remember I told you, actually, let's go back to new. Yeah, let's go back here. I just want to show you this because this is going to be awesome for everybody. So let's get the drawings off. So remember, day before yesterday, I showed you this pattern and I said, look, this is one of them, by the way. So let's draw this pattern. So we draw this pattern. Remember, I drew this. It's like a wave. It's like a wave, right? And this is very important, you have to understand. So today they pump this, they're going to exit here, leave you to do whatever, all right? Or they might exit around here, and now what's going to happen is a day later or another day, you'll see the market crashes all the way down here. So you see this coin will come up here, they've made their money, they're going to dump it, they're going to leave. You're the bag holders. They're going to go and find another coin that nobody's looking at. No volume, nothing. They're going to be looking at that coin and they're going to start pumping that, right? And they're going to exit here. And what's going to happen, you are going to still FOMO into this because you're seeing the market pumping. Of course, if you took your profit, say you went in here, you made 100-200%, took your initial out, doesn't harm you because you made some money, or you kept your initial, right? Or even take some more profit if it goes up. But because greed kicks in, a lot of people forget to take the profit out, and then the whales who are manipulating, or I mean, I wouldn't call it manipulating, it's business, right? They pump it, everyone falls for it. It's not their fault, right? If they're winning because people can't control their emotions, not their fault. So they dump, market collapses again, they move over to another coin. So you see what I mean? So that's what they're going to do. One by one, they're going to move over to different coins and pump them every other day. And this all creates a massive, massive confusion in the market. Complete confusion. You just don't know which one to be in or which one to be out. So as a smart investor, the right thing for you to do right now is you pick your coins, whatever. You got 100 coins, 1,000 coins, whatever. It doesn't matter how many coins you got. You need to know what your prices are for free energies here. Awesome, free energy, nice to see you, bro. It's very important. Right now you have your exit prices, so I'll give you a good example of exit price. So for BTC, let's do BTC. And I'll show you my exit strategy for BTC. So BTC, I am expecting BTC to pump all the way up to $222,000. That's my target, but my first target is 120. So what I'm saying is, from here I'm expecting BTC to go all the way to $120,000. I'm going to observe the market, take some chips off the table if I have to, and if the market continues, then I'm going to exit on the top of this box. Boom, $228,000. You might say, well, Sham, that's just your Bitcoin. Well, no, I can show you my Ethereum too. I have a target already. I don't decide to do something later. I've already decided what I'm going to do. That's my Ethereum. My Ethereum exit strategy is $21,000. Where is it? No, $11,000. Actually, it is 21. I'm not even talking about, look, I'm not joking. It is 21. Look. Currently showing at 18 here. Actually, no. See what happens. It gets even crazy. So this is my future forecast for Ethereum. And as I said, I'm not taking anything out this time. I'm okay with Ethereum because I bought them so cheap. I don't really give a damn where they go. My Ethereum exit plan currently showing at approximately, here's $28,000. $28,000, but around 20,000 I'm okay. So this 22, sorry, I thought it was 21, it was 22. So around this level here, I'm comfortable to take some off the table. Do you see what I mean? So it's a long haul. I'm not doing it for today. That's my exit plan. So I've got my exit plan. So you might say, hold on, that's your exit plan. What about the rest of them? I have an exit plan for all of them. Every one of them, it's just been hiding there the whole time while I've been showing you the charts here, going on through the charts like this and like do. Guys, my charts were already here. My target's already set. Look at my sell target for BNB. Look at my next target for BNB and then my sell target for BNB. Remember I told you I'm going to be trying to sell around here. It's already here, bro. It's already here. Let's see, hold on, what does it say? Free energy says, hi Sham, thank you for your analysis. El Bubble says, I need some free energy to charge my car. Can you help? Bubble, no, bro. I'll tell you, back in the days, no, I'm not going to say anything because I've got children here. But yeah, there's many ways to charge your car. Anyway, so that's my BNB target. All right, and I can do this over and over again for every single coin. Because again, you're not seeing it because when I'm showing it to you, I'm showing you this local zone here, and you know we're like looking at this, and I'm not even doing it sometimes. Sometimes it's just because I'm moving the chart. It doesn't even show it, right? But it's actually there. It's always been there. Every target's always been there. So you can see this is my dot. Where's my Solana? Let's see if our Solana comes up. Look at my Solana. It's there. Solana, $341. Let's look at Cardano, right? Cardano, on this particular level, you can see $4.16 still expected, right? Where's my SHIB? Look, my SHIB target for SHIB, 0.0067, right? Target for SHIB. It's all there. It's always been there. eGold. Look at my target for eGold, right? 367 right now based on this, but there is another, as I told you, the future one. It's already there. So I can go on and on for all of this, right? But ultimately what you'll understand is every one of them have an exit point for me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not playing the game in a way like, oh, I've got no exit. And when I'm talking about these prices, these buttons have been pressed. The sell order's already done. So when I see another new cipher like this, when I see another pump like this, right? So any one of them, BNB could do this. So say for example, BNB, I've put a sell order here and BNB does this. Well, I've sold here already. What happens later? BNB comes back here. Well, now I get it cheaper. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make any difference what price I sell it at. I've got to have a sell price because I've got to have an exit price. If it carries on even further, great. If it starts coming here and then reversing, I can then sell here. So the rest of it, and I'm okay. But I'm only targeting to sell a specific portion in order for it to give me my initial. So whatever my initial was, I need my initial investment plus some profit, right? You know, and that gives me double the amount. And then whatever the market, I don't care. If it goes to the moon, great. If it doesn't go to the moon, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I just want my initial plus some profits because I want to go and treat myself. Hi, bro. QSP, please. Next quant. It will come. We have technology. Yeah, so just right now, this is, oh, for God's sake, what did I do? So this is very important, guys. You have to really be careful right now. This is why I've been stressing quite a bit now, is your sell orders are very important. So it doesn't matter where you put it. You can put it 500% up, 600% up, doesn't matter. Whatever you are willing to sell for, have those ready, right? This is very important. So for me, like, you know, I know what price I want to get rid of my BTC. I've got that already. Do you know what I mean? I've set it up already. It's already there for me. These are my targets. These are my areas that I want to press my sell button. 50% here, 50% here. That's what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? Ethereum, same again. Everything, same again. Like, you know, I have to have my orders set up so when I'm sleeping, these orders are utilized. Of course, I might miss the pure pump. I don't care. This is why I'm only keeping I'm going to be selling half and keeping half at a specific time, right? It's very important, very powerful. You must really understand how all of this works, and you know, that's how you're going to be calm and you're going to make money without any issues. Okay, that's how you're going to make money. Okay, I'm activating the log. Let me go down the weekly. Let me take some drawings off and let's have a look at this. So you can see, you know, my target for me, for example, around this line, this is the line I'm targeting. So that's my 120k line. Do you know what I mean? And if we continue moving forward, because I want to sell 50% here, if we continue moving forward, of course we can see a 200k whatever on BTC. But this red line is my signal that the market's coming to a top. So cash out as much as you need to hold, and the rest of it, just let it go. But at the same time, BTC will signal market top, market's about to crash. But altcoins will not signal you. They're just going to be a pump and a dump. So make the most of the pump. Tamil, calm down. I see, bro. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. So he's asking for QSP. Let's have a look at QSP. All right. QSP. Quant stamp. Let me just double check something, because I know QNT is quant. That's quant. That's quant stamp. Quant stamp. Do you know why I kept on looking at this? There's a reason behind why I was keep on looking at this. I'm looking at this because I'm really confused. I was really confused. Okay, so because I've seen that logo before. Anyway, it doesn't matter about the logo, whatever. Let's just go back into this. So QSP, quant stamp, are going to take over the world. Of course, 0.005p, great. At this time of the cycle, so let's go into quant stamp on our market. Let's have a look. QSP. sorry, QSP. So quant stamp, it's going to take over the world. Let's have a look at this, and you can see I've already done some analysis on this way back, but doesn't matter. And what did we talk about when we did do this last time? So last time we talked about it, we did say it's going to have a nice little breakout. It did have a breakout, but then again, I'm not going to focus on any of that stuff. And coincidentally, look, the Fibonacci line that we was talking about, we did do it. So I think you were the one who actually talked about it anyway. But the point is, this is where we are. What do you see here? I see the same as everything else. I don't see anything different here, right? Of course, it might be the next quant stamp or anything. So let's have a look at QNT. What did QNT do? Right, QNT did this, which changes everything, right? QNT did this, right? It went up, created a base, done it again, came back again. And from what I'm seeing is QNT is not stopping. Of course, some people would like to say it's the next quant or whatever. But sometimes, you know what I always say, Tamil, why do we need a second one? Why do we need anything? It's like Bitcoin. We have so many Bitcoins. Why do we need it? But then again, this time I'm not going to say any of those things. What I'm going to say to you, there's no harm. Remember, as usual, as I always say, and now the numbers are more, 12,773 crypto to choose from. So if you believe QSP is going to be the next big crypto quant or quant coin, right? Pick your coin, stick to your coin. Pick your coin, stick to your coin. And then when it does a quant on you, take your profit. That's it. Simple. I know about the company. I just kind of rings a bell to me. I know about the company. Yes, you're right. They are pretty much trying to do the same thing as what Quant was doing. But that's about it. Do you know what I mean? You know, the volume looks good. You know, circulating supply looks good. Very close to the circulating supply as well. All of this looks good. Everything looks good, right? I'm not too bothered about this, but as I said, pick your coin, stick to your coin. That's it. You know, you go to the moon. End of the day. All right. But yeah, that's all I can say right now. It's good volume. That's good volume. You know, and of course, this could do a new. This could do a new kind of a move. Some whales might just pick it up and pump it up and make a whole amount of money. You're asking about AGIX. Singularity has been around for donkey's years. That is a coin from 2017. My god, Singularity Net. I remember 2017, the hype around it, right? The AI thing of the thing, and it dumped like hell, right? It dumped. It seems to have come back. Wow, it seems to have come back. This is one that I almost forgot. Unbelievable. It's actually come back because it collapsed. You do understand, it collapsed. I mean, this chart wouldn't do it justice for what I'm about to throw at it. Let's try and see if this works. No, this wouldn't even do justice to it as well. Let's just look at it here, because this would do justice to it, right? So we had a high here. We had a high of, on that day, what was the high? So let's just use this. We had a high of $1, and we had 2 peaks. Of course, this is what people get confused with. They think that these were the peaks. No, that was the high. That's the high. That's where we need to invalidate that price there. Anyway, so we've come here. We've had a nice little peak here at 51 cents. Then we had a nice little pump here again at 63 cents. And currently we're sitting at 34 cents. Your target should be this 64, and that's it. Nothing more. If you want to pick this coin up, my advice to you is, right, what you do is you pick it up somewhere around here, and as soon as it hits this kind of a threshold, so say for example this 53 level, so you're going to make about 40%, get the hell out. Singularity Network, is it worth it? No, it's not in my opinion. It's a gimmick. It's one of those coins that just survived from the 2017 hype. Do you know what I mean? blockchain power that allows anybody to easily create, share, and monetize AI services. You see? So, yeah, these projects, listen, there's real world use case doesn't exist because, you know, they tried, listen, they tried, and it was a massive hype, by the way. It was a massive hype. I remember the promotion videos and everything back in 2017. It was fantastic. So they are survivors from the ICO hype. That's all I'm going to say. And nothing great here, you know. You can see the token out there, the 1 billion token is all out. So when the market pumps, it pumps the whole thing. When it dumps the whole thing. Okay, Tamil, stop doing too many coins. 1 or 2 a day, okay? Let's do 1 or 2 a day. Let's have a look at UBX. UBX network. Again, that's another old one. Wow, that's another old one. Where'd you come out with these? Who tells you about these stuff? Look what happened when it came out. It was a complete flat line. And then look when it pumped. If you look carefully, look when it pumped. Right? 2021, it had its massive pump. And then look where it is, floor. It's literally went all the way to, look at this, 0.004, I believe it was. 0.004. And then it went right to the floor again, you know. So please do understand some of these things. Just kind of, whenever you go, just have a look at all. All is very important for you. Sorry, no, it's okay. Listen, just 1 or 2. Don't try and what I'm trying to do is not make the video too long, because a lot of the time what happens when the other viewers come in, they might want to say something, or they might want to hear something, or they might want to talk about something. If we have too many coins there, and the coins, I'm only dissing those coins, I'm not giving them anything back in value, I don't think they will appreciate that. Like yesterday, you bought a coin that was what was it, Flux, and I thought that coin would bring value, so I even said that's really good. Do you see what I mean? So those kind of coins, something that gives value to the community, is actually a very good coin, of course. But when you look at some of this stuff, I'm sure you could do the same. You don't have to ask me about this. You can do the same. These are very old tokens, very old tokens. These are literally the ICO survivors, the 2017 ICO survivors, and they have a massive pump and then a massive dump. That's what they do. They're here to clean your pockets out. They're here to take your money out. Do you know what I mean? So please do understand all of this, right? And I mean, look at this, for example, 1 trillion tokens, 45 billion of these out there, right? Some of these, they just no hope. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter how much they promise, you will see a massive pump and a massive dump always, because that's what they become. A few people became bag holders from the hype, right? Because they said, oh, we're gonna, you know, this is all awesome stuff, we want to buy this and want to hold this, and they ended up basically being the guys that lose money. And this, I think this one, if I'm correct, this particular one, UBX, they had a name change as well. So I don't think they had the original tokenomics, wasn't this? There was something else, and I think they had some sort of an upgrade to create this. And while they created this, there was a massive hype, as you can see, and they monetized on the bull cycle. So you can see how, you know, which month it was. They're monetizing in the month of April. And do you know what? A lot of coins are going to do the same thing right now, while Bitcoin is pumping. When Bitcoin hits the 65k, you'd see this, you know, wave of people coming in and pumping any crap coin they can find. Okay, you will see this. So just stay careful. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, you've got plenty of bags. I believe you have plenty of bags. What you need to be looking for right now is to protect those bags. Right? Your key right now is to protect these bags, because I want to show you this, right? And I'm going to put this on a weekly. Take the drawings off for a second. I want to show you this. This will make total sense to you. So this is from 2015. Let's do this from 2015. What you're seeing here is, look, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump. So I want you to focus on this pattern. Take a screenshot. And now I want to show you another chart, right? And it will make total sense to you what I'm about to show you. Weekly. And we were doing it from 2015, right? 2015. So let's get it from 2015. Right, brother, look at this. Look at this pattern and you tell me, what do you see? You know, let me try and make it as same as possible, similar as possible. Here you go. What do you see in these charts? Yeah, I mean, I can literally go like this and it's the same thing. The total market cap follows the Bitcoin. Look at the pattern. Look how this shape is. Look how it's here. That's the total market cap. Look at this pattern here. Very unique pattern, right? Well, look, it's the same pattern in Bitcoin. How is that possible? Okay, a very unique pattern here. Well, look, the very same unique pattern here. Okay, look, unique pattern here. BTC, unique pattern there. And I can go on forever. And I'm not acting like a Bitcoin maxi or anything here. I'm just giving you the facts here. The market follows BTC. When BTC decides it's enough and all the big boys out there take their profits out, are you confident you have enough time on your hands to take your profits out? That's all I'm asking. Ask yourself that question. Am I set up to take my profits, or am I going to bring every single Tom, Dick, and Harry coins or whatever, forgotten gems? I call them forgotten gems so that doesn't offend anybody. Am I going to bring all these forgotten coins, bring them back to 2021 and hope to make some 100x or 200x on them without conviction and probably even make it? I mean, this wasn't even on this page. This just appeared today. Here's another one that wasn't on this page that just appeared today. This wasn't on this page. Think about it. It wasn't even on this page. It was on page 2. I mean, New Cipher was down on page 3 or 4 last I checked. What happened? Do you see what I mean? Are you prepared? That's the question. Do you have your alerts on? Do you have all your price points on? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Please stay calm. It is going to be nutty right now. It is going to be insane. I mean, today you're seeing 1 or 2 coins doing 100%, 200%, New Cipher doing 600-700%, other coins being bloody. Tomorrow you're going to see everything green. Everything 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100% up. Which one do you cash out, and do you have enough time? That's the question I think you need to take back to yourself and ask yourself, because it's a very powerful question one has to ask in order to be disciplined. Because if you're not, you are going to get wrecked. You are going to get wrecked. So far so good. Everything looking awesome. Market's doing fantastic. I wouldn't complain about anything that's happening here apart from this. I don't like to see this, but this makes sense to me, because if people are taking the USDT and everything out of all of these coins here, or even BTC, Ethereum and XYZ, expecting BTC to have a dump, of course they want to be in USDT so they can pick up the dips, right? And we know this because we can see that the market is peaked out. You can see how this, if you look at this, actually let me get you a cleaner one. Actually no, I can show it here. Let me just show it here. So what you'll see here is how the markets on the weekly is looking awesome, but on the daily, right, daily you can see how the stochastic RSI is heated up. You can see how the RSI is also hot as well. So all of this is showing us that basically it's very, very hot. For example, let me put a line here that will make total sense to you. So RSI max normally is around here. So it is very close to the RSI top overbought area. So we need to come back down. Stochastic RSI has already hit once and it's coming back to hit that again, the 100 level, and then it's going to come back down again. So all the signals that we're getting is, a little bit bearish, right? On the daily, that's all it is. This is on the daily, and this is the total market cap, right? So when I do Bitcoin and I do the same thing on Bitcoin, you can see I've got the stochastic RSI here. Weekly looks awesome, absolutely fine. But when you look at the daily, look, it's hot. It's hot, very hot. So it's the same pattern, whether you look at the the total market cap, and I can change that if you want. That doesn't make any difference to me, right? You can see the same pattern is playing out. So be careful. That's what I'm saying. And everybody else is being careful. Everyone else is being careful. So look, you don't make this up. Look, total, change it, Bitcoin, same thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, almost the same thing. So please do understand, right, that these two things are 100% correlated right now. BTC is the king, and it is the leader, and it's the pattern that everything else follows. So you can bring me 1,000 coins, 100 coins, 1,000,000 coins, it doesn't matter. The ones that failed are obviously flatline. The ones that nobody are looking at are great projects. Like New Sci-Fi is a great project, by the way. Those ones will be pumped and dumped on you, because the big boys have played the game already. They've already taken their profit. Now they're playing with your emotions. They're playing with your money, right? They can't do that with Bitcoin yet. But you know what? When people start panicking and people start selling at these levels here, right? When people start panicking and selling at these levels here, oh my God, Bitcoin might come down. You've got an issue, because you're giving your Bitcoin to the whales. You're giving your Bitcoins to the whales. Because I know a few people who literally dumped, so they bought it around here somewhere, and they started panicking. They saw it go up like 1 or 2k. They were happy, and then it dumped, and they panicked and they sold it, and it went all the way down here, and then they picked it up back again here. And I'm thinking, dude, you bought it here, you dumped it here, you bought it back here. Are you that stupid? Are you absolutely that stupid? Do you not have some faith in it? Did we sell? No, we sold here and we bought here. So why if we did that, why would you buy here and sell here? What's wrong with you? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, some people they just probably have this some sort of a stupidity complex. I don't know if that's a medical term, but I think that's what they got. Unfortunately, they need to get looked after. They need medical help. So people with FOMO disorder, people with FUD disorder, and now we've got the stupidity complex. How about this, right? These are probably new names, but the one thing you should be FOMOing about, and I'll tell you this, right, and this is what I'm going to finally kill this channel, the stream on. Guys, the only thing you should FOMO, fear of missing out, is fear of missing out taking your profits. Fear of missing out taking your profits. Very important. Fear of missing out taking your profit. Right? This comes down, you buy. You get so excited, you say, okay, we are going to the moon. You buy around these zones, you buy. The only fear of missing out is when you want to sell. So you should sell here, you should sell. Fear of missing out to take the maximum profit is the only FOMO you should have. Other than that, guys, smash that like button, like, share, subscribe. I hope this was informative, and I hope I've managed to make a few people understand what kind of FOMO you should have, right, and what kind of FOMO you shouldn't have, right? FUD doesn't matter. FUD is FUD. Not bothered about those. But when it comes to FOMO, very, very important. Okay, for me, the way you should be always foaming, and we'll look at this again, for example, right, and we'll delete this for a second. You should FOMO here, fear of missing out to buy the bottom. That's the FOMO. So we do a plus. We definitely FOMO into this. And fear of selling the top or selling for profit is definitely. So these are the two types of FOMO we should have. Fear of missing out the dip, and fear of missing out to sell the profits, the tops. Those are the FOMOs we like. We don't like to have a FOMO and buy here. No, we don't do that. That's not what we do. We don't FOMO into here. That's stupid. That's stupid. We FOMO into these areas here, these buy zones here, these buy zones here. That's where we FOMO. So I hope this kind of all makes sense. I hope people understand how we do FOMO, but we FOMO of missing out the dip, and we FOMO of missing out the sell, the perfect sell. So be prepared, start doing these things, practice, because that's what's going to make you perfect. Practice makes everybody perfect. And then you'll understand, and have no emotion. Don't marry the coin, Other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on another one very soon. If you're new to the channel, guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe. Also hit that like button, share with one other, so that we can get the message out, and hopefully we can get a few more people calm in this game, and a few more people understanding that, there are patterns that you must observe in the market, which are not forgiving, especially in a bull market. In a bear market, it's all good. There's nothing to worry about. And what are you going to do? What's the worst that's going to happen to you? It's going to go down even further. That's the bear market. In the bull market, you can miss the perfect opportunity of selling something at the top, and you could buy something at the complete wrong time, which is going to wreck you. A bear market, there's only one thing you could do: buy cheap, hold, make money in the bull market, or probably your trade goes down a little bit. Who cares? Bull market, you buy at the wrong time and this market flips, you're screwed. You're screwed. So On that note, guys, adios, my amigos. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to catch you on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos.